Have you ever wondered how one empire ruled almost the entire ancient world? How did a small city named Rome grow so powerful that people feared even the sound of its name? And why did this mighty empire, which once seemed impossible to destroy, collapse so suddenly? In today's video, we will explore the rise and fall of the Roman Empire in simple English so you can improve your listening skills while learning amazing history. You will learn about Roman kings, powerful generals, dangerous battles, shocking betrayals, and the moment when the world's greatest empire finally fell. Let's begin our journey. The birth of Rome, 753 BCE. Our story begins more than 2,700 years ago. According to Roman legend, the city of Rome was founded by two brothers, Romulus and Remus. They were said to be raised by a she-wolf. This story is probably a myth, but it shows one important thing. Romans believed they were born to be strong. Rome began as a small town on 7 hills beside the Tiber River. No one knew that this tiny place would one day control the Mediterranean Sea and rule millions of people.
The Roman Kingdom. In the beginning, Rome was not a republic or an empire. It was ruled by kings. These kings built the early government, organized the army, and created Roman traditions. But after many years, the Roman people no longer wanted kings. They believed leaders were becoming too powerful. So, in 509 BCE, they overthrew their last king. And this moment changed everything.
The rise of the Roman Republic. Rome became a republic, a place where leaders were elected, not born into power. Two main groups controlled the republic: patricians, rich and powerful families; plebeians, common people. The republic created new systems to keep power balanced. For example, Rome had 2 consuls, not one ruler. Each consul could check the power of the other. The Roman Republic was not perfect, but it was strong, very strong. And soon, Rome began to expand. Rome begins to conquer Italy. At first, Rome focused on taking control of nearby cities in Italy. The Roman army was extremely organized. Soldiers trained hard, followed orders, and fought bravely. By 260 BCE, Rome controlled almost all of Italy. But a far greater challenge was waiting for them across the sea. Carthage and the Punic Wars. Rome's biggest enemy was Carthage, a powerful trading city in North Africa. Rome and Carthage fought in 3 major wars called the Punic Wars. One of the most famous moments was when the Carthaginian general Hannibal crossed the Alps with elephants to attack Rome. It was one of the most daring moves in military history. Even though Hannibal won many battles, Rome refused to give up. After years of fighting, Rome finally defeated Carthage. This victory made Rome the most powerful state in the Western Mediterranean. Rome becomes a Mediterranean power. After defeating Carthage, Rome expanded everywhere: Greece, Egypt, Spain, North Africa, Asia Minor. Riches, slaves, and resources flowed into Rome. The city became wealthy, full of temples, markets, and busy streets. But this new wealth brought new problems. The Republic begins to break. As Rome grew richer, the gap between the rich and poor widened. Many farmers lost their land. Corruption increased.
Politicians fought for money and power instead of working for the people. Two powerful generals, Marius and Sulla, fought a civil war for control of Rome. After this war, the Republic was weak. It was ready for a new kind of leader, and his name was Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar and the end of the Republic. Julius Caesar was a brilliant general. He conquered Gaul, modern-day France, and became extremely popular. Many Romans loved him, but many senators feared him. They thought Caesar wanted to be king. In 44 BCE, a group of senators assassinated him in the Senate building. They believed they were saving the Republic, but they were wrong. Caesar's death created even more chaos. Rome fell into another civil war. The rise of the Roman Empire. After years of war, Caesar's adopted son, Octavian, later known as Augustus, won control. In 27 BCE, Augustus became the first Roman emperor. This was the true beginning of the Roman Empire. Under Augustus, Rome entered a long period of peace called the Pax Romana, which lasted about 200 years. Trade grew. Roads connected cities across the empire. The population lived with more stability than ever before. Rome reached its golden age. Life in the Roman Empire. Daily life in the empire was colorful and full of activity. Crowded markets, gladiator fights in the Colosseum, public baths, beautiful art and architecture, a huge system of roads and aqueducts. Rome was the heart of the ancient world. But even a powerful empire has weaknesses. Problems begin to grow. After the Pax Romana, many emperors were weak or cruel. Some ruled only for months before being killed. There was corruption, political fighting, and many assassinations. The empire became too big to control. Armies in different parts of the empire wanted their own leaders. At the same time, enemies attacked from the outside. The threat of barbarian tribes. Many tribes from the north and east, Goths, Vandals, Saxons, and Huns, began to enter Roman territory. Some came peacefully, wanting protection. Others came with force. One of the most feared leaders was Attila the Hun, who attacked many parts of Europe. The empire was struggling to defend itself. The empire was slowly falling apart. The empire splits in two. To make the empire easier to manage, Rome was divided into Western Roman Empire, capital Rome, and Eastern Roman Empire, capital Constantinople. The Eastern Empire became strong, but the Western Empire continued to weaken. The fall of the Western Roman Empire, 476 CE. By the year 476 CE, the Western Roman Empire had lost most of its land. Its economy collapsed, its armies were weak, and its leaders had little control. Finally, a Germanic leader named Odoacer removed the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus. This moment is known as the fall of the Western Roman Empire. A civilization that once ruled millions of people was gone. But the Eastern Roman Empire, also called the Byzantine Empire, continued for almost another 1,000 years. Legacy of the Roman Empire. Even though Rome fell, its influence never disappeared. The Romans gave the world modern laws, roads, architecture, literature, Latin language, the idea of republics, the concept of citizenship. Rome shaped the world we live in today.
The story of the Roman Empire is not just a story of battles and kings. It is a story of how people build systems, how they rise, and how they fall. It reminds us that nothing is permanent, even the greatest empires.
If you enjoyed this simple English history lesson and want more English listening practice, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow the full 30-day history series.